If you're building a new partition wall that includes an interior pre-hung door, you can save time and money by framing the opening yourself. Here's what you'll need. Before you begin work on the opening, it helps to familiarize yourself with the components of a wall and door framing. The wall is constructed by installing a 2x4 on the ceiling called a top plate. The board directly below, that's secured to the subfloor or concrete slab, is often called a base or sole plate. King studs are the 2x4s that span the height of the room. Jack studs vertically frame the door opening and are installed against the king studs. They also support the doorway's header. The header is a fortified framing above the door opening that supports the weight above. And cripple studs are short vertical supports between the header and the top plate. Once you've installed the top and base plate, mark your new door's rough opening on the top plate. Now, with your pre-hung door's dimensions in mind, mark the location of the king studs with an X, and mark the supporting jack studs with an O on either side of the rough opening. Next, mark the rough opening on the sole plate. Then mark the location of the jack stud and king stud on either side of the opening. Now, measure and cut the king studs to fit between the top and sole plates. Line up each board with your markings. Check that the king studs are plumb. Then, toenail each one into place. Next, measure, mark, and cut 2 jack studs to 80 7/8 inch long. Position the jack studs against the inside of the king studs and nail them into place. Now you're ready to build the required header over the rough opening. Start by cutting 2 2x8s and a piece of 1/2 inch plywood to fit between the king studs. Sandwich the plywood between the 2x8s and toenail into place. You should also nail through the king studs and into the header. To finish, toenail a cripple stud between the header and the top plate, halfway between the king studs. Finally, you'll need to saw through the sole plate along the inside edges of the jack studs. Remove that portion of 2x4 to clear the way for your new pre-hung interior door. Good luck, and thanks for shopping at the Home Depot.